Do you remember the first time you got paid? It's that moment you've held your first paycheck, feeling like you've unlocked the secrets to wealth. I remember mine like it was yesterday. I was 16, working at a small grocery store making $7.25 an hour. At that time, my manager Mark called me into his office, opened the safe, and started counting out my cash. It felt like a fortune and I couldn't stop smiling. Even the strongest duct tape couldn't hold it down. I kept pulling the cash out of my wallet to make sure that it was real. I even stepped away into the store's cooler, away from customers in private, just to recount it. That night I celebrated. I drove to Chick-fil-A, walked inside, ordered my usual sandwich, no pickles. But this time, when they asked me if I wanted to upsize my combo, I didn't hesitate. Large fries? Absolutely. Milkshake? Yes. Cookie? Throw it in. I was on top of the world. I even thought about paying for the people that were standing in line behind me because in my mind, I've made it. That feeling was incredible, and to be honest, we all deserve to enjoy our money. But if I could go back, I'd do something differently. I'd subscribe to a channel like Money Talks Media, something that could have helped me make smarter money moves earlier on. Because the sooner you learn how to make money start working for you, the earlier you start to build wealth. If I knew what I knew today, I'd be way further ahead. Money was talking, but I wasn't making the most out of the conversation. And I know for sure I'm not the only one. That's why today we're breaking down the 7 biggest financial mistakes that keep people stuck. Mistakes most of us don't even realize that we're making. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before making any financial decisions. Everything that I share with you is based on my own personal experience. More importantly, I'm going to show you how to start building wealth and to take control of your own personal finances. Let's get into it. Number 1, living paycheck to paycheck. The biggest reason that people stay broke is because they spend every single dollar that they make. Even high earners fall into this trap. It's called lifestyle inflation. It means the more they make, the more they spend. There are times where I scroll through Instagram and I see someone showing off their $40,000 car. The likes start pouring in and the comments are hyping them up, and next thing you know, they've inspired someone else to do the same thing, and the cycle repeats. I've been there. When I graduated college, I bought a very expensive car that I knew I couldn't afford. But to be fair, it was a reward for my hard work of graduating college. But if I could go back and change it at 22 years old, I wouldn't, because that mistake forced me to lock in and figure out how I can afford it. It pushed me to understand my finances in a way I never thought that I had to before. And quite frankly, that's why I'm here sharing it with you today. But for most people, a car, a luxury vacation, a bigger apartment feels like success. You can't wait to update your LinkedIn profile and get tons of attention. Your paycheck's bigger, your bonus is sizable, and you get a higher floor at the office. But instead of using that money to save, invest, or build financial security, you're upgrading everything. And before you know it, you're back to square one. No financial cushion, no safety net, one emergency or job loss, and everything comes crashing down. I'm not saying don't reward yourself. I believe in enjoying your money. But please, please, please start with a budget first. How to break it. What I do is I tithe 10% to my church and then I pay myself second. But before you spend a single dollar, automate your savings. Set up auto transfers so a piece of your paycheck goes into investments and the other piece goes into a savings account. Financial advisors call an emergency fund a high yield savings account. These accounts pay you a lot more annually. If you don't control your money, it controls you. Number 2, not understanding cash flow. A lot of people think making more money is the answer, but it's not just about income, it's about cash flow. Let's say that you make $50,000 a year after taxes, but you spend $49,000 in that same year. You're one step from being broke. Meanwhile, someone that's making $30,000 a year after taxes, but manages their expenses well, is on their way to financial freedom. What you should do: track every dollar. Use a budgeting app or a spreadsheet in order to hold yourself accountable. Take a hard look at all the expenses that you can control. Example of this would be subscriptions or dining out. But if you need a financial advisor, hit me up and I got you. But if you don't know where your money is going, you'll never be able to build wealth. And to be honest, you will actually feel better about where your money is being spent on. Number 3, depending on a single income. Relying on one paycheck is dangerous. And I'm not speaking anything on you at all when I say this, but your job might feel secure until it isn't. One layoff, one restructure, and you're back to square one. The reason I say this is because the wealthy don't rely on just one stream of income, and I pray for your success. But if you check out my link below, you can see the video of the 5 side hustles that you can do this year. And this doesn't mean working 24/7. It just means monetizing a skill. I'll wait for you to check out the video, but once you do, that'll give you financial insurance. Start small, but start now. Sacrifice now for rewards later. Number 4, using debt the wrong way. Debt isn't the enemy. Bad debt is. Credit card debt, bad. Payday loans, extremely bad. Low interest debt for investments, smart. How do you take control? Prioritize paying off high interest debt first. That 20% credit card APR is killing your wealth, and 20% is on the low end. Use debt wisely. Low interest loans on a rental property, a business, or even stocks is a way that you can build wealth. But that's the type of debt for investments, which is a good type of debt. What's the key? Debt should make you money, not cost you money. But if you want to go deeper into this topic, I'll also drop the link for this one as well. I think you should check it out. Number 5, ignoring inflation and wealth erosion. Saving money is great, but if it's sitting in a regular savings account, inflation is eating your wealth alive. If you saved $10,000 10 years ago and did not invest it, that money has way less purchasing power today. What's the fix? Don't just save, but also invest. We've already talked about this earlier, but this is a big one. Number 6, emotional money decisions. Most bad financial decisions come from emotions, whether that's impulse spending, lifestyle comparison, or even panic selling your investments when the market drops. You've seen it before. People buy things to impress people who don't care. They chase trends instead of long-term strategies. They let fear or excitement dictate their money moves. What's the shift? Make money rules. Before a big purchase or decision, wait at least 24 hours. Before investing, research and make a long-term strategy. Wealth is built with logic, not emotions. Number 7, no long-term financial plan. If you don't have a plan for your money, someone else does. Your boss, the banks, or even brands that's advertising directly to you. And we all know that wealth doesn't happen by accident. Set clear financial goals, automate your investments, frequently review your progress. Even small, consistent moves compounds over time. These aren't just habits, but they're mistakes that keep people broke. But the good news is you can break free from it at any point in your life. So tell me, be honest, which one of these have you been guilty of? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. If this has helped you in any way, do me a favor and hit that like, subscribe button, and notification bell so that you'll never miss a drop. I hope you take care, and I'll see you in the next one.